Alright, Dragons of Gossamer Wings. Tarnum must acquire 12 fairy dragons in order to help him fight the dungeon overlords. Ooh. All heroes will be limited to level 32, but Tarnum and his two best captains will transfer to the next scenario. Homestead or 16 sharpshooters? I'll take the 16 sharpshooters.
The battle over the Arathian border taught Tarnum the true power of Mutari's dragon army. So searching for an equalizer, he set out to find the elusive and unpredictable fairy dragons.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I purposely put everything in a playlist. I'm very organized on my YouTube. The Elf King has realized, as have I, that the Dragon Queen is growing in power too quickly. Even with Arathia on our side, how can we possibly stand up to the combined power of her dragons? So the Elf King has asked me to abandon the front line and try to enlist the help of the powerful but elusive fairy dragons. The Elf King has encountered these dragons before, and despite their need for solitude, fairy dragons are very close to each other. Convincing even a small number of these creatures to join my forces might bring them all to my side. I hope he's right. Each day I spend away from the border allows Mutare to advance further into Avli and Arathian territory. This is your favorite map? Well, then I hope I enjoy it. We have a whole... What? What? That was a choice, and we have it anyway. What the hell? The game just trolled us. Your favorite map of this campaign? Well, doing it now. The Equalizer! Yeah. Lore-wise, oh, okay. While hunting, you spot a single black goose flying high above. Testing your skill with the bow, you drew back an arrow and released it skyward. Perfect. You bring down the goose, but it takes you some time to find the place where it fell. All you find, however, is a single black goose feather in the garniture of interference. Pick up the artifact, unable to shake the sense that someone is watching you. So tell me who's watching. I know it feels like somebody's watching me. You're dead. Game tried to get away with giving us nothing. Seriously. Yeah, I don't think it's upgraded if we choose that one. I think you were supposed to just believe, oh, hey, look at that. The game gave me what? Status! Fuck you, Sorsha! We're saved! It's the king! The king is here! Behold the king! The king of kings! Status, status, status. One, two, three, four. Ah, there's the level. No. Asking for too much this early on. Stannis, 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 Stannis. There they are, fairy dragons. Arr, arr, arr. Actually, what am I doing? I want angels. Going to need lots and lots of gems. Yes, yes we are. For 12 fairy dragons. I thought they would be one of the. This would be one of those. Oh, they're gonna join you scenarios. Nope. No, it looks to be quite the opposite. I'll read that when I get back to it. Ah, I see. Lol. A pack of cavaliers stand guard over the Hellstorm helmet, stubbornly obeying their last order to protect this artifact with their lives. Do you want to fight the foolish horseman for the Hellstorm helmet? Because of course. Hey. Should be a capital right there. Mixing it up with a fireball. Okay, bye. Aspen has learned that there are 6 fairy dragon dwellings located somewhere to the south, but no one knows exactly where. Several of his scouts have disappeared attempting to find them. Unfortunately, Mutare's forces are in this area as well. Either she's attempting to gain control over the fairy dragons herself, or she's trying to stop me from recruiting them. Found them. Ah, okay, so that must be their area. Really? I could have sworn they would join me. Must be the treasure the demons died guarding. Good. Alright, we need some gold. Not that. There it is. So close. Lots of battle dwarves step from the darkness of the gold mine ahead, immediately taking your hand in theirs. We thank you for ridding us of those Medusa queens. They've been stealing our gold. Many of us have died fighting them. Their leader says the dwarves are so grateful, in fact, that they offer to join your fight against Mutare, so they can assure that this sort of thing never happens again. No thank you. I only take good units. Team. Oh, baby. So we each have 2 towns, alright. Wasn't what I was hoping for, but I guess I didn't expect it, somewhat. After a strategy session with my captains, Velita lagged behind until everyone else had left my tent. I poured some wine for us both because I could tell she wanted to talk. I want to thank you, Tarnum, she said. Finally, she had learned to use my name. For what? Your words the other day, she says awfully. I can't say I don't blame myself. Perhaps I could have held out longer, but I think you truly do understand how I feel. More than you know, I said. Everybody makes mistakes. But it's how you deal with them, how you make up for them that counts. Yes, I think you're right, Velita said. We finished our wine without another word. Velita stood to leave, but she paused at the door. I've watched some of your chess games with Aspen, she said. He's been playing for hundreds of years. In fact, he's considered a genius at the game. And I'm sure he's the first to admit it, I said. We shared a laugh at that. Yes, but I've noticed you're too aggressive. You're concentrating on beating your opponent when you should be thinking about beating yourself. How are you going to lose? Then she left, and I pondered her words for a long time. I hoped for a few more angels than I'd be getting. Such is life. Back to the White Moon. It's only for you, Neo. I checked as soon as you said it was acting up. Screw it all. Ugh. No, now I need 1 gem. No. It's 1 gem too many. What a shame. But there it is. So, let us go and collect that. Let us go and collect our last dragon. Well, do that as well. No, stop it. Stop it right there, Neo. I see what you're doing. And now... where? Oh, okay, we go there next. That's where we go. They both needed 10 gems. Come on, man. Alright. Pack of black dragons. Messed this up. I was supposed to put them in the force field to begin with. Oh. I expected that. It's fine. In fact, let's do that, because I'm just going to resurrect my own units anyway, and they didn't even die. Thank you, 3DO. No losses. Except the first 8, neither of those tents. I must fight these rush dragons to get them, I suppose. Hi there, yeah. Hey, Griffin God, welcome to the stream. Flame is lame. Face is the space. Crystal Cavern. Amako. Yeah. Let me guess. Yep. Let's hope this is their only town. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Kashtiga. Alright, should be an easy one. Especially with resurrection at the end, I believe. Unless I've screwed up mightily. Nope, I still have enough. That never fails to make me laugh. Stupidity of the AI. Yeah, thanks for playing AI. Not dead. Oh. There's that plan. It was a good plan. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, okay. It's just because they have a town right there. Well, I can wait to go and get these 2 tents if these are their last towns. Although them getting reinforcements this week is unfortunate, but must be, it must be. Again, it's on your end, Neo. Amuno! Sephiroth. Dun 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 dun. They actually got up to a Forsaken Palace. I am glad I attacked this one I did. Because that is damn impressive. Just like... on purpose. And there we go. And red has been vanquished. Alright, thanks for playing. Been too kind, 3DO. Alright, and now we just need to go and recruit. I challenged Aspen to a chess match last night, and I came closer to winning than ever before. I thought about Velita's words the entire time, but then my impatience got the better of me. I attacked when I thought I could win, and found Aspen ready for me. Checkmate, Aspen said, leaning back in his chair. That was some game, Tarnum. You almost had me there. Next time, I said, standing. I had to go thank Velita for her advice. I figured this out. Hold on. Yep. Ooh. Oops. No. Psych. That's the wrong number. So that's why I think, because we clearly know it's skeleton. I don't know, right? The game is just lagging behind our previous findings. What can I say? I just realized we could build a port. We could have just abused portal of summoning. Although I don't think that would be necessary. Dun, 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 dun. Hey Ichi, welcome to the stream, because only loyal viewers are mine. I've been helping you've been helping me this whole time. Well, thanks. Gotcha. On to the next one. Dun, 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 dun. Really? They're going for that? That surprises me. Alright. No losses. I don't care about the green dragons. Someone get down here and stand on these. Level 29 and fairy dragons. Here we go. Hey man, these AAs don't like to go down. Why yes, I would like to recruit fairy dragons. Funnily enough game. Instead of playing chess with Aspen again, I summoned Valita to my tent. I pointed to the board and said, "Care for a game?" "Sure," she said, sitting. Later, when there were far fewer pieces on the board, she looked up from her most recent move and asked, "What did you do, Tarnum? What are you ashamed about?" I had promised to tell her, but could I really explain where I came from and why I, a human, was immortal? To put it simply, I killed many, many people. I believed I was right, and that anything I did in the name of my goal was right as well. "Innocents died?" she asked hesitantly. "More than I care to think about, including one of my own sisters." "Your sister? How do you live with yourself?" I don't think Valita meant for her question to sound so harsh, but her words still bit deep into my soul. "I have hope that someday I can make things right again. Make things great again," I said. Valita sat in silence for some time, and then she stood and placed a comforting hand on my shoulder. I realized that not only do I understand her pain, but now there was someone who understood mine. It felt good, and I didn't want her to take that hand away. But she did. She dropped it slowly to her side and left the tent without another word. I looked down at the chessboard. Only then did I realize Valita had me in checkmate. As you ride through the dark woods, you realize that no one has explored this land in centuries. Even the animals don't fear predators. For example, several stir deep from the tree line and approach. They're close enough that you can see their sparkling yellow eyes. Too late, you realize these aren't deer at all. They magically transform before your eyes, becoming fairy dragons. Hey, Igor, welcome to the stream. Clash of the Dragons, yes. Alright, Neil, thanks for coming. I'll see you tomorrow. It said care for a game, yup. That's exactly what's going on. We all know it. Oh, what a magic arrow, my goodness. Damn you. Oh, fireball! Frost ring! Oh my god! Fairy dragons too lit. Please nerf. Valita can never replace Yala! Can never replace Hardek! That's why I aimed for the back axe. 2. How many do I need? 12. Jesus Christ, this is gonna take forever. The treetop shuffle as a pack of sharpshooters draw their bows. They are sworn to protect the forest of the fairy dragons, and unfortunately they decide to shoot before they ask questions. Ow. Gotcha. The hell does that go? Oh, I guess that's the one that goes over there. Fair enough. So obviously we're on our way to winning this. I'll just wait. Honestly, I'll just wait there until the end of the week. Aspen entered camp this morning with a battered harpy held by a pair of his scouts. "You wanted proof," Aspen said. "Here it is." I looked at the harpy and then back to Aspen. The elf held up a rolled piece of parchment. "We found this on the harpy." "What does it say?" I asked. "I don't know yet. It's in some kind of odd code, but codes are like puzzles to me, and I'm the best at solving puzzles in all of Avley." Then Aspen turned to the harpy and slapped her hard across the face. "Tell him what you told me," the elf demanded. The harpy said, "I pick up the note is all I do. I fly in at night, pick up the note from an arrow in the top of the tree, and take it back to my master. That's all I do. I carry things." "And the arrow, what did it look like?" "An elven arrow with black and green feathers," the harpy said immediately. I clenched my fist because I immediately knew what those colors meant. Those were the colors Valita used on her arrows. I glared at the scouts and said, "Take the harpy to my tent. I will interrogate her myself." Then to Aspen I said, "Break the code. I want to know what's in the note." But if Aspen wrote it himself, he'll know. Oh. Okay, so thankfully they don't cost too many shekels. Perhaps talking to Kerbin wasn't the wisest move, considering how close he was to Valita, but he was the only other person I knew who didn't believe that Valita was the spy. "Does anyone else use black and green fletching on their arrows?" I asked the dwarf. "No," he said. "All the bowmen use green upon orders from the Elf King. Only commanders are allowed their own colors." Then Kerbin realized what colors I was asking about. "This is about Valita, isn't it?" "What's wrong?" he asked. "Aspen thinks he's finally uncovered his spy," I said. I left, knowing already that I had said too much. If Valita was the spy, she would soon find out that Aspen was close to proving it. But I didn't care. When I got back to my tent, however, I noticed the chessboard was sitting on my strategy table. I had scheduled a game with Aspen, but I didn't feel much like playing anymore. Then I got to thinking about the strategies I had been using, about the one Valita had been teaching me, and even about some of the ones I've learned from Aspen. And then I realized that I hadn't been considering all the pieces in the spy game I have been dragged into. Yeah, is it Kerbin? Dun, 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 dun. Let's get ocean exploration. Month of the Plague hype. If it was, I wasn't even paying attention. My army's strong enough to take out the fairies. And I already killed the AIs. I was sitting alone in my tent when Valita entered. "You wanted to talk?" she said. "Yes," I said, holding up 2 sheets of parchment. "Do you know what these are?" Valita shook her head. "One is a note detailing the strengths and weaknesses of my army. It's coded, unreadable, and according to Aspen, very difficult to break." "And the other paper?" Valita asked. "A translation. Completed this morning by Aspen, although no one knows yet that he has broken the code." I stood up and approached Valita, handing her the notes. She looked at them briefly, then back to me. "Do you believe I am a spy?" she asked softly. I could tell by her expression that she already knew suspicion had been cast her way, but I leaned forward and placed my lips on hers, finding them thin but extremely soft and warm. She didn't pull away, as the part of me that didn't want to be hurt had hope. Instead, she kissed me back and placed a hand on my hip. She asked again, "Do you think I am the spy?" "No, I wouldn't kiss a spy," I said. "I've been thinking about the queen while my enemy sneaks his bishop in for the checkmate." "What?" Valita asked, but I didn't want to explain right now. I kissed her again. Hey. That's not Yala. That's not Yala. These Tarnums ain't loyal. Alright, I'm only gonna lose a green dragon, that's fine. They kiss Heroes 3 Erotica, seriously. By Crystal Dragons, we did in the last one. Aspen rode into camp with his hand held high. Another note. As I came up next to him, the elf said, "Here's proof you can't deny." I took the letter. It was in code, but Aspen had already made notes on the margin. I read them quickly. "This isn't from the spy?" I said. "No, it's to the spy." Aspen said with a big gloating grin. He looked directly at Velita, who was standing next to me. Many of the other soldiers were already gathering around us. You translated it so quickly, I said. Yes, I know the code by heart, Aspen said. Mutari will have no more secrets. And who's the spot? It's... The arrow nicked my shoulder on its way into Aspen's chest. The elf's face suddenly went as white as snow. His knees buckled, but Velita caught him before he hit the ground. I turned, shouting orders for the assassin to be found. Then I looked back to Velita. There were tears on her cheeks. I can't believe it's really him, she said. You were right. It was Kurban. Boom, chicka bow wow, chicka bow wow. Hey, the bearded man. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Why do I have so much gold? Because it's 227 and I have a dwarven treasury and haven't been using the gold. I approached the dirty soldier, knowing immediately that he had bad news. He got away, sir, the soldier said. Slipped into a tunnel and we lost him. Kurban. I like the dwarf. A lot. But as master of supplies, he was privy to every move I made, as well as the movements of the Elf King's troops as well. Where the supplies went, and so did the troops. Sometimes he knew what was going on before I did, and Kurban was the one who gave Velita the black and green feathers for her arrows. He was also, I later learned, the one who taught her how to shoot. So he was an expert marksman, capable of firing a message arrow into any branch he wished. Thanks to Velita, Kurban learned what no one else in camp knew, that Aspen had broken Mutari's code. In the elf's usual arrogance, he kept that secret to himself, so Kurban had to kill Aspen before he fled camp in order to protect his master's secrets. And now Kurban was gone, and Aspen was near death. Well, he'll recover. It was me, the Skeleton King, the whole time! Whoa. Nah, I said back a couple scenarios ago that it was Kurban. It's no surprise. The trees part to reveal an open field in which flit thousands of monarch butterflies. You stop as the butterflies dance around excitedly, merging into a dark gold cloud that becomes a fairy dragon! Kurban was just a decoy. Lol. And down it goes. Level 30. Dun, 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 dun. The fairy dragon's ready. Fireball. Press F to cast. Cast fireball on the archangels. Chain lightning. Press F to cast. F. F, F. F, 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 F. I figured that's gonna be one of our last fights, so it doesn't really matter. I just want to see if there's anything here. Yep. A sudden cloudburst sends you and your troops running for cover. The rain comes down in a torrent and lightning strikes dangerously close. Normally, you wouldn't stand beneath a tree during such a storm, but in this thick forest, you don't have much choice. Then a huge purple bolt strikes an ancient oak, splitting it in a blast of fire and smoke. When you pick yourself up off the ground, you see 8 fairy dragons springing forth from the broken tree. Oh, baby. Alright, so there was one more fight. Oh god, we are running out of A's. It's alright, it was all intentional. Inferno! Again, doesn't really matter, we're done. Get the artwork. I think we might be done with story as well, but just to make sure, I'm gonna save it right here. Yes, alright. Seemed like it. Alright, so there's the last one. 12 fairy dragons, we are victorious.